What's up, everybody? Buenas noches. Good morning, buenos tardes.
Wepa.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Wepa in the morning. We're ending it.
Yeah, get used to that, hearing that song. Don't get too used to hearing that song, because make no mistake, come Monday, it's fucking out of here.
We're going straight back to just hyenas. You'll get one bonus episode on the Patreon. Thank you for joining up. We hope you don't leave. That's it.
Yeah, we hope you don't leave. That's it. It's just obviously, we did this for quarantine. We really appreciate you guys saying you liked it. Now we're going to get back into the studio. We got our new studio. We're unveiling it. Starting Monday, the episode you guys see on Monday will all be from the new studio. Mike Emoji Face is eventually going to get back too when he can get clearance to leave San Antonio because he yelled Wuhan Weezer and is in jail for hate speech right now. Venetia will be there. It's going to be just like old times where we do one banger history episode and one banger Patreon episode. And then, of course, at the 25s and 50s, you'll get your Zoom calls and your live episodes once a month as promised. But the Wepa in the morning, as much as it's helped you guys have said, make no mistake, it's helped us a lot too. But we got to get back to some normalcy now, right?
Yeah, we had a really good time doing it. We had fun. We hope you guys enjoyed it. And we're going back to history hyenas. All good things got to come to an end, right? America one day will be over. Everything will be over. One day we're all going to die. So just go back to history hyenas, which is why you came here in the first place. And we'll filter out. We just don't want to work this hard anymore. That's basically what it is.
Yeah, no, it's one of those things where, we are maybe still might do some Wepa in the mornings once in a while. Who knows? How us, we're random, we're wild, we're still going to do. And also on our Instagrams, on Patreon, we'll still post things to get you guys going in the morning. We just can't, lives are changing. Everyone's having kids now. We just can't do the in the morning all the time. And plus you guys are getting back to work. We've got a lot of feedback that said, hey, you guys were helping us so much, but now I'm back to work. I'm missing some of these Wepas. Can you post them later? Can you do this? Can you do that? So listen, it was a 2-month thing. We had a great time. I'm sure you guys had a great time, but nothing's changing, baby. We're ramping up. We're going to do even probably more great content because we're going to have more free time. So we just want to say thank you to the matriarchy, Bubbas.
We were putting too much content out there. You guys got a little spoiled. We will still be doing our hyena episodes. So just get back to the regular flow. You know what I mean? The hardcore people who were listening to this, we did it for 2 months straight. We had a blast. You can binge them. You can send them to friends. We're going back to history. We're going back to bonus content. We're going back to just waking up a little later. You're going to be at work anyway. Listen to something else. I don't know what the fuck to tell you. Howard Stern's still around. Who the fuck is still around for the morning?
Yeah. Venetia, how can we say that more professionally and button it up?
Yeah.
I think you guys kind of said it well. We said
we joked around. Look, guys, we're still going to be doing the same thing. You're going to get bonus content. It's just not going to be at 7 a.m. anymore.
Yeah, you're going to get bonus content. And now that Yanni and I are in the studios, guess what's probably coming back? Walker Talks and Kamikazes. Cute. And those are going to go back on the Patreon now too, because make no mistake, we will physically be together. So that's worth staying on Patreon to see us physically slowly glide G.I. Joes into each other's butts.
Just stay put, because you never know what we're going to do next. We're figuring it out. We're just getting back to normal. And we're going back to the way things were and the way you loved it. And we got a new studio. We're building a set. We're in transition here,
Yeah. We're stopping Wepa in the morning because make no mistake, we signed a deal with Spotify.
That's all we're trying to do is get a lotto ticket here. We're just trying to get a big lotto ticket. Spotify, check us out, babe. We just got to get big, and Spotify's going to give us a fucking deal, and then we're just going to phone it in.
Yeah, that's just what it is. You're just going to phone it in. No, we're doing this so we can actually get more creative juices and be flowing. And it's Wep. I don't think, first of all, the Wepa in the morning songs are still going to be part of the show. And I think every once in a while we will do some Wepa in the morning stories, because why the hell not? We're the history hyenas. We don't play by the rules. We don't even know what the rules are.
We will keep you guessing. This could all be a lie. I mean, we could still be doing Wepa. We just don't know. You don't know. The most important thing is you stick around, because Wepa in the morning may be here next week. we may disappear next week. We've also
Yeah.
talked about maybe going to Costa Rica and just becoming Costa Ricans. I
And
may want to be a Costa Rican kid at this point.
Because it's the first Central American country to legalize same-sex marriage. That came out yesterday. So if you want to go to Costa Rica, you know I'm coming with. But Bubba's, I'm getting down on one knee and I'm going to propose.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Costa Rica, who would have thought Costa Rica? Now, look, it's a great vacation spot, very underrated. Anyone who goes to Costa Rica and takes pictures
Doesn't come back alive.
They don't come back alive. Either they don't come back alive or they always post pictures on their Facebook with those little monkeys stealing their sodas. Those things are all over Costa Rica. You can't go to a beach without those little fucking monkeys running around.
Yeah, it's what it is. I'm probably going to go walk on Rockaway Beach today, so I'm probably going to visit little Costa Rica because I'm taking the bus there.
Because if you don't think I'm fucking going right down to Costa Rica, I'm getting out of my marriage and going to tell my wife I just need a couple days in Costa Rica, and all I'm packing is a Speedo so I can walk around with my Speedo and my new gut so I look like a German tourist and just become the full-blown gay guy I am. Then you got 3 things coming, baby, and those 3 things are a dollar bill.
Yeah, it's what it is, cuz make no mistake, once this baby comes out, once this beautiful little baby girl pops out, your father-in-law is going to kill you. Yeah, cuz make no mistake, your father-in-law is going to kill you, and because he can't have a $3 bill raising his grandkid, and then he's just going to have one of his friend's sons who's getting out of prison soon marry Mrs. Pappas.
Here's the deal. In the Greek culture, I am having a girl, so I didn't.
So you're gay. So what is that? So let's just go over what that means in the Greek culture, because it means, because there is, I would imagine that like Greek yayas and all that are kind of like, he's gay. Like, why is he only making women? Like, what's going on?
Right. So in the Greek culture, and as my wife knows, because she's half Spartan, right? She's Sicilian and Spartan. So
that's why I was telling her, I was like, I thought her Spartan uterus was going to, just mold a penis, but I don't know what happened there.
Yes. So this is what happens. So in the Greek value system, a woman is obviously not worth as much as a guy. So we were a little disappointed that it wasn't a little boy, but we don't necessarily throw them off cliffs anymore. And I'll tell you why. Because since it's a girl, it's a vehicle that one day can reproduce and make more guys. So it has a little value there. And also the most important thing is that, especially with me, there's a real great chance that the kid will not now grow up to be a gay guy. So this is how the value system works. It goes straight man, woman, and then at the bottom is gay guy. So a woman is worth more than the possibility of a guy growing up gay. So at least we don't have to worry about that with the girl. That's what I'm saying.
That's a good point. That's a very good.
That's the rules in the Greek culture.
That's the rules in the Greek culture. And you know what, cuz honestly, it's just all going to be fine. I mean, it's going to be beautiful. Yeah, because the chances of both of us having gay sons, I would say is 100%.
Yeah, listen, well, I don't have to worry about that right now. So that's the thing is like, I don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about that either. You got a girl. So it's just, she could grow up. The thing is she does have the gay gene. So I'm getting a soccer ball in the house early. And I just want to see how she reacts. If she starts kicking it around, I know I got myself a soccer playing dyke.
Yes. Yeah. And you're going to change your name to Megan.
She's going to change her name to Megan, and she's just going to be one of those suburban soccer player dykes who chews gum and walks around with big calves and cleats all the time. And just, that's what it is. And she's going to have a short haircut. And what can I do? What can you do? Because,
it's a beautiful thing. You bring the baby into the world. It's going to be beautiful. And also, let me remind people, and then we'll get to the stories, but let me remind people too, that I know like Wepa is ending on Friday. We're going to have a big goodbye party, but on patreon.com/Bay Ridge Boys, if you put our Patreon next to other comedians' great Patreons, by the way, we far and away give the most content out for $5 and $10. Nobody even comes close. So even removing Wepa, guys, can you stop, Delilah? Stop that. Even it's there's a hurricane in here.
Your house always sounds like the essential workers getting off work.
Yeah, it's pots and pans. No, she's just making huevos. I think for the $5 and $10 level, nobody, even with removing Wepa, gives as much content to their fans as we do. So obviously, I hope you guys see it as a outpouring of love and support during these quarantine times, why we did Wepa. And now that we're removing it, doesn't mean we love anybody any less. It's just we're kind of going back to a more normal schedule where we still give more Patreon content than I would argue 99% of Patreons. And that's easy to check. The beautiful thing I love about Patreon is it's all public. It's all public. So you can just see how many episodes we upload versus how many episodes and how much content is on the other people's Patreons. And it's no knock on them. I just want to make sure people know that even though you guys were getting so much for $5 and $10 and we were doing it because we love it, but now that we're scaling it back, don't feel like you're getting any less than other Patreons, because that's not even remotely true.
Yeah, we just figured out that they were a little more screwed in than us, and we were doing too much. We want to scale it back so you guys don't get spoiled. That's what he's saying.
It's what it is. Yeah. And the truth is that,
we ended up, because of that, because of you guys, we're actually ranked 7th on Patreon in adult content. We're the number 7 in the entire world. In the entire world, we're ranked number 7 in most viewed video content. So what Chris is saying is true. It's quite an accomplishment because of you guys. So thank you very much. That is no exaggeration. I saw actually a fan sent that to me and said, congratulations, you guys are crushing it. You're ranked 7th with adult content. Adult content means, as Mike will tell you, it just means we curse. That's it. It's like,
that's what it is.
Patreon has 2 things because they're stupid. So if you're not adult content, like a children's show or PBS or whatever, you can search their names. But if not, you can't search any adult context names. And that's why if you search Bay Ridge Boys, you can't find us. You have to have the link directly or knowledge of the link. And so we're number 7 in that category. And I'm pretty sure that's a wide category because everyone curses except for, Nate Bargatze.
Yeah, that's what it is. Shots. How about this? Did you see a pigeon got arrested in India on suspicion of being a Pakistani spy?
It's about fucking time. These pigeons been getting away with fucking murder. These criminal fucking rat with wings. It's about time they brought him to justice.
Yeah, it's about time they brought it to justice. And I got to say, just from even seeing the headline, I don't even have to read the article to know that fuck's guilty. Look at him.
This is the crazy world we live in. And I'm just going to pull back from a global perspective. There's a policeman that quite clearly and obviously murdered someone, and all he did was get fired. But at least we brought a fucking pigeon to justice.
Absolutely. At least, listen, that police officer got fired for killing an unarmed, innocent black man. That they got fired, but at least Jimmy Fallon, at least you guys are finding videos of him on blackface, and that's the real problem here. So it's great.
That's the good thing is that we can focus on things that matter, and that thing is Jimmy Fallon and Jimmy Kimmel doing impersonations of black people. That's the important thing right now, not this police officer who for some reason has only been fired. Like, where are the fucking charges of murder?
Immediately in prison. Like, you immediately go to prison. That's what it is. But my Twitter feed is flooded with Fallon and Kimmel. It's like flooded with this. And forget about, okay, what do you want? Yeah, great, you fired him. It's like the other guy, the Eastern Hemi's got to get thrown in jail too. Don't you think the Eastern Hemi's got to get thrown in prison?
Look, they all need to go to trial because they were all accountable. But obviously, the Eastern Hemi that was standing there is not as guilty as the guy who has his.
Well, he's guilty for other reasons.
Exactly, he's guilty for Ridgewood Times reasons. If you read,
he's guilty in the Ridgewood Times because I bet you if I checked that Eastern Hemi's pockets, I'd find a bat in one of them.
That's possible, but this guy with his
Wei Shan, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, of course you are. And also, it's like I've had it.
No, but I have to say that now because it's fucking people are bringing everything up.
I know. The thing is, I'm sick of seeing these police officers who are not in shape. That should be like, because they're obviously insecure. So it's like you should have to be jacked to be a police officer. You can't be a skinny little fucking fuckboy and be a police officer because you're gonna overcompensate for your weakness by doing shit like that, by unnecessarily digging your fucking leg into a guy's neck who's telling you, I can't breathe, I can't feel my body, I'm in pain. While everyone's watching, all you had to do is remove your knee off the guy's neck. And I just want to get earnest for a second. We're a funny show, but people need to know how much of a genius James Baldwin was. And I just want to read a quick quote from James Baldwin, just so it sticks in everyone's head as we.
Now, who's James Baldwin?
He was a writer in America. You would have never heard of him in Ridgewood.
Yeah, okay. Because I know Alec Baldwin.
Yeah, Alec. He's one of the Baldwin brothers. James Baldwin. He said, "I'm terrified at the moral apathy, the death of the heart, which is happening in my country. These people have deluded themselves for so long that they really don't think I'm human. I base this on their conduct. This is important. I base this on their conduct, not on what they say, which is important. What Chris is saying, it's like, fucking Jimmy Fallon is saying jokes. Stop paying attention to that. Pay attention to the conduct of this fucking police officer. And this means that they have become in themselves moral monsters. It's like, guy, you know that there's racism involved in this. You know that people that this country has tried to take the humanity of black people. You know that if that was a white guy, that guy would have removed his neck, his knee off the guy's neck. It's a dehumanizing thing, and it needs to fucking stop. And it's what it is. And even though it happened, Sean King is still a white kid. I mean, he may have posted the article from his thing, but he's a white kid. What do you want me to do? That's
a white kid. And it's scary because it's like, you know, most of the time it's a police shooting, but this time a gun wasn't even used. It was like the choke. To me, this is worse than the chokehold, because the chokehold, you know, when Eric Garner passed away, that was horrible. You know, the cop was using something that they got taught and whatever, and the chokehold, and the guy died, and it's unfortunate. But this was just like, do they teach knee on the throat? I mean, what was the point of that? I just don't understand. If the guy was in handcuffs, you're supposed
to put the knee on the back, so that's what it is. But
this was on his neck, though.
It was on his neck, but the guy wasn't resisting. He was cuffed. It was on his neck, clearly on his neck. And the Eric Garner, that was an illegal chokehold that. It was made illegal. It was like this. Don't do this if you're a police officer. So both cases are bad. You know what I mean? It's like,
did Eric Garner? Did that police officer go to jail? What happened to him?
He did. I don't remember. I know he got suspended or fired, but you know, people were going.
But he didn't go to jail. No, I'm saying he didn't go to jail though.
No, he didn't. And people going, oh, he was resisting. It's like he was selling a fucking Lucy cigarette. I mean, you know, don't you guys?
And then here's what's going to happen now. As time goes on, all the people are going to start tweeting out whatever crimes this man did or didn't commit, and it's so irrelevant. That stuff is so irrelevant on what he did 2 days ago or what he did in his life 10 years ago, or if he had drug problems, whatever they'll find on him. It's so irrelevant, and I don't understand how people don't get that. Like, it's justifiable. Like, I saw, like, even some of my own friends would be like, oh yeah, but Eric Garner was a criminal. Look at the crimes he committed. It's like, what does that have to do with him being killed by chokehold? I just never understood that. But like, why is that hard for people to understand? You think people are just, you think they're dumb, or what is it?
I think it's what James Baldwin said. I think it's on some subconscious or conscious level, they don't view black people as humans. I mean, that's what it is. It's right. And I judge us not on what people say, on the actions. Like we're saying, it's like he was holding him down like he wasn't a person. His words were saying like, I can't breathe, I'm dying. And he wasn't responding like that was a person talking to him.
Right.
So that's why I love James Baldwin. I saw that quote and I was like, you know what? I think that quote is just very relevant.
It is very relevant. And it's very much like, even like, you know, what we've heard our whole life, or like anytime, like, you know, you get yelled at by your girlfriend, your wife, what do they say? Well, actions speak louder than words. That's all you ever hear is actions speak louder than words. And that seems right. My actions should hold more value than my words, except when it comes to social media and this new trial by Twitter. Even Kevin Hart, when he got asked to leave the Oscars because of something that he said 10 years before, then you flipped it, right? So these people, these weak people on social media, they flip it for themselves and they say, oh, now words are louder than actions, because all Kevin Hart did for 10 years was show his actions to be great, but that was all nullified. So that more goes into that quote too, where it's like, what is it? What is it? Is it actions speak louder than words, like we've been taught our whole lives? Or now do you want to flip it for words speak louder than actions because it fits your narrative better?
Right. Words are just words. Jokes are just jokes. And I think another good example is yesterday or the day before when she called the cops on the black guy and lied and said there's a black guy threatening my life, but she called him an African-American.
Right.
So like, I made a joke. I said, hey, I watched the video. I didn't see anything wrong because she called him an African-American. She was very polite. And she didn't.
Her words. Yeah, her words were right. Yeah. It's fucking ridiculous. But
you're seeing examples across the board these last days of what you're saying.
Because I just know one thing and one thing only. Your daughter's going to be in for some long days.
My daughter, make no mistake, if my daughter runs away and the police say, hey, why do you think this happened? We're all going to know why. It's not going to be for any other reason except her daddy had a few too many coffees and something happened in the news.
Yeah, it's just what it is. It's just gonna get lit up, but it's good because it's gonna be great. I mean, what can you do? What can you do? You know, so that's
I'll tell you what you can do. You can fucking fact check a Twitter now. I mean, this is a historical moment yesterday that's obviously being overshadowed by this news, but Twitter has labeled one of the Trump tweets with a fact check for the first time in history. So this is an interesting debate here. Like, they're saying, hey, you know, because Trump is the president and he tweets like, I mean, the kid tweets like fucking Michael Che used to, you know? I mean, Lauren Michaels needs to take the president's Twitter away.
Right. Yeah, I think so wait, this story is, what does that mean, a fact check? Like they took it down because the facts weren't right?
He tweeted, no, he didn't take it down. He tweeted something that was incorrect, which, you know, obviously he does a lot of because he tweets emotionally. Not all the time, but sometimes, and he's the president, so fucking all eyes are on him. So what they decided to do, and I don't know if it's right or not, is they put like an asterisk type thing, and they said you can, if you want to find out about this, you can read here. So that's what they did. That's correct, right, V?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You were not paying attention to the show.
We caught her again.
You do not find us entertaining at all anymore, Benanisha.
I love you guys.
Do we make you laugh at all?
You do. Deadass, you do.
And what were you doing right there? Because it was not listening to the show.
I was looking for the picture of the Trump tweet where you press the button to say, "Oh, this is where you get more. This is the real facts on the tweet."
I think you were surfing Instagram, because make no mistake, I saw somebody tweeted out Jimmy Fallon's impersonation of Chris Rock in blackface, and then I saw a tweet from @Venetia Garth that said, "Are you Greek?"
Were you? Be honest. Were you Googling James Harden without his shirt on?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, it's what it is. V girl. V, you know who's the most excited? Wepa's over Venetia, because she's drunk and doing coke in Central Park, and it's hard for her to wake up at 7 a.m. Yeah, and Mike is just asleep at the wheel. I mean, cuz Mike's head's on the fucking keyboard. That kid, listen, first of all, that kid has to wake up every day at 7 o'clock in the morning because he's in San Antonio time, and just fucking, you know, he's got to get his sheets up. He's got to clean his belly button out from Whataburger wrappers, and he's got to send a Zoom link. He's so happy it's over.
I did Bobby's podcast last night.
How was that?
It was fun. It was also fun to watch Mike Suarez's Mike emoji faces just sitting there going, you know, just all I could see in his face was like, I don't get paid enough for this shit. That's just what I saw in his face. The whole episode is going like, you know what? They should give me $1 million to deal with Bob Kelly.
Yeah. But I'll tell you what, Bobby Kelly's camera equipment is cute.
This is what we're talking about. Bobby Kelly's camera equipment, what he's doing is actually what Mike Suarez told me is what the Twitch kids do. And it really looks no different than being in a studio. So if we were to one day continue Wepa, because there was such a fucking, if our fans start rioting like they are in Minneapolis because we're ending Wepa, we could do Wepa with those cameras in our home, because it looks like it's crazy. Like, Mikey, you can't even tell the difference. Even though it's streamed, it looks like he's in a studio, right?
Yeah, but how much is that camera? But how much is the camera?
Canon. It's an expensive one.
Yeah. So then we're going to have to raise the price of Wepa.
Then we may have to raise, and also because of all these labor laws, you know what I mean? Mikey's a Mexican and the liberals are in power, so he needs health benefits. I mean,
that's what it is.
Take my fucking Social Security. These illegal immigrants are taking my fucking Social Security. Yeah, I mean, they're not paying taxes.
Yeah, that's the real reason why we have to stop Wepa, because our employees are an immigrant and a liberal cuck, and we are violating the labor laws.
Yeah, here's what it is. We're violating fucking labor laws. We got to pay these liberals are making us pay the taxes for Mikey. And guess what? Benetia's got a fucking sexual assault lawsuit against us. So, I mean, we're all fucked. I mean, we got bills to pay. She's filed a fucking sexual harassment claim against Jeff Dye. We're indirectly responsible.
Because you know what's great about Wepa in the morning is it just ends itself. We got to cease and desist.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the situation's fucking suing us. Everyone's suing us.
Because can somebody check Patty Fly Balls and Debo and check their Instagrams and see if they were in Oklahoma, because there's a story coming out of Oklahoma that a patriotic UPS driver was going around Oklahoma straightening out American flags. Now, where the hell were Patty and Debo yesterday? Because if they were in Oklahoma, I know it was them.
Well, since baseball season is not going, I can't tell you that they were at fucking Citi Field.
Yeah, they weren't at Citi Field, but yeah, right here, UPS driver in Addie-Ear, Oklahoma, was straightening out American flags while dropping off packages. Because I can tell you one thing and one thing only: that guy 100% is not a Democrat.
I can tell you 100% that kid at one point served in Iraq, and now he's got a good fucking job. Let me tell you something. UPS kids, that's a good job. That is a good job, and they look cute in those shorts, those summer little UPS shorts.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, do you think, because what, you know, to make that decision at UPS, because they always used to wear pants, there had to be one UPS driver that said, you know what, I'm sick of these fucking August fumes in my crotch. I'm switching to shorts, fire me. And then finally, so he was like the Martin Luther King of shorts for UPS drivers.
Yeah, I can tell you 100% he straightened out your package.
Yeah,
that's right. What it is. He straightened it out.
Mikey's ready for those fucking witty puns.
Yeah, Mikey's he's fucking ready.
Yeah, because, you know, I used to hate that going to work when I worked and having to wear pants. And
right.
I would have fucking swamp ants and major fumare.
Now, it's also a pet peeve to perform in shorts.
I want to just, guys should be able to wear dresses to work, no? To air out our balls.
100%. Yeah, I want to put on a maxi pad dress right now. Is that what they're called, V? Maxi pad dresses?
I don't know.
I'm sorry. The weather girl's saying it's a maxi dress. I'm to drop the pad. Well, if I want to put a maxi pad on, I'll put one on. Yeah. All right. So, yeah, I mean, but we got a good worker girl today. We got a good work it girl, work. Cover girl, work. What's the song?
Do your thing on the runway. Cover girl, you better fucking work, girl. Turn to the left.
Sex workers recommending reverse cowgirl to prevent spread of coronavirus. There you go.
I mean, girl, fucking work, get that money, Yeah. So it's Cardi B could run for president. Cardi B, who used to be a stripper, can run for president. I mean, whoever's got a big following, like Logan Paul could run for president.
I only want to live in the United States of America if Logan Paul's president, Cardi B is vice president. I mean, that's a fun time.
I mean, we should just do it. We should just elect them just to spin the wheel and see what happens.
They'd get my vote. I mean, Cuzzy, they'd get my vote, but unfortunately, Trumpy, and I know our episode with Miss Pat, which is out right now at patreon.com/BayRidgeBoys and coming out later today, was a fantastic episode, and she did not get our Republican jokes. She's a hardcore Democrat, and she was upset when I said Trump is getting 4 more years. But unfortunately, Miss Pat, it probably is the truth.
Yeah, I mean, we had a good time. She's
hilarious.
She's so naturally funny. It was really fun, and obviously, you know, she's got an interesting story.
Oh yeah, interesting story. She was selling crack since she's 15. So go check that episode out.
Cause I got major heartburn and major fumare. I mean, I'm not.
What'd you eat yesterday?
I'm not in 100% shape right now. I'm burning in the chest and I'm burning in my crotch.
Why? Okay, but what's going on in the chest? Did you have pizza for breakfast? What'd you eat for breakfast?
Listen, honey bunny. I had 3 Sicilian slices and 1 ghost pepper pizza.
Ghost pepper pizza? Where's that from?
It's in Long Island. You can get all sorts of different types of pizzas, you know, and they come with it. You get a 10% discount if you can show your Republican card.
Yeah, that's what it is. And you know what? I got to be honest with you guys. If people are upset on Patreon about the morning show ending, I'll promise you every day for at least 2 minutes when I wake up, I'll go Instagram live, because make no mistake, every day in my life is Wepa in the morning. So you'll be able to see it one way or another.
Yeah, I mean, this was kind of redundant for you because you kind of live in a full day of Wepa.
That pissed off the weather girl, by the way. I got to look. But what can you do? We're having a good time here. The show's almost over, kids.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. She said, thank God.
Because we got to go to our Franks and Beans story.
Let's go to Franks and Beans.
Yeah. This is officers use Krispy Kreme donuts to lure wayward Florida bear. I mean, because when you're in Florida, you just make up your own rules. Our show is kind of like the Florida of podcasts.
Right. It's just, I mean, but is there, Mikey, is there a better donut out there than the Krispy Kreme? Would you say that's number one?
That's actually the way you lure Mikey out of the woods.
Yeah, that's how we lured Mikey out to the Patreon.
You just trail the donuts, yes.
Yeah.
Trail the donuts, and he didn't yell at me.
That's what it is, yeah.
That's all it takes.
Yeah, Krispy Kremes, I think, are the best donuts on the market. That's what I'd say.
I like Donut Pub, actually.
Oh, yeah?
That's good, too, yeah.
Donut Pub is really good in the city, yeah. Mikey, when are you coming back to the city, cuz? We miss you.
Probably end of June.
End of June? All right.
Once my neighborhood isn't shitty. So.
Yeah, I mean, cuz you're going to get tickled bad. You know that, right?
Yeah, can't wait.
Yeah.
I want to see this. Did it work? Did it lure the bear? Did they get the bear?
Yeah, they got it in there.
I mean, look, Florida. You could have probably lured it out with anything, because Florida bears are probably wild too. They probably do bath salts as well because they're in Florida.
They're in Florida. It's just what it is. What can you do? All right, Bubbies. Oh, look at this. How about this? Today's actually big news in human history. I mean, it's going under the radar because Elon Musk has lost his mind. But today, SpaceX, Elon Musk's company, will attempt to launch 2 NASA astronauts to the International Space Station, and it's marking the first time in history a commercial aerospace company has carried humans into Earth's orbit. So that's pretty freaking wild.
That is very wild to think that one day that it'll be available, like affordable. Imagine it's affordable to just be like, to go to space.
Would you do it? Let me ask you a question. Would you do it now that, you got a kid on the way? Would you do it?
No, I got no interest in being up there, babe. It's black. It's dark. There's no TV. It's cold. I'm not into it. I like sunshine. I'm a Mediterranean kid. I'd rather be at the beach.
You'd rather be at the beach. Yeah. See, I think I would do it. I would just take a chance and do it, but I'm scared of heights. So the only problem with that is you're pretty freaking high when you're in the atmosphere.
Yeah, but the good thing about that is there's no gravity up there for you. So it would pull your pseudo tip up even with the other tip.
That's a good point. Because I'm trying to get under 200. So the only way for me to really do that is you just got to remove gravity. That's the only way. Because the tip weighs 190.
Are you sneaking out to get meat?
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm sneaking out to get a little meat. Now, I actually made chicken. I made pollo for the first time last night. I just made it, and the family was like, "Don't come near me with that meat." But I made it and I ate it, and I got to be honest, it was pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. So because you haven't had meat in a while, no?
I've had a little bit of meat. The next door neighbors will leave little pieces of meat through the mail slot, and I take little pieces of meat and I eat it. Yeah.
Because I'll tell you what, it looks like you've been eating meat because your shoulders are coming back a little bit.
Because my shoulders are starting to come back. Yeah, I'm starting to throw hands a lot. And because, make no mistake, Bay Ridge has declared the coronavirus gone. It just doesn't matter. They had tables outside yesterday. I mean, Bay Ridge is back. Nobody cares about it anymore.
Well, it's, hopefully America's back open for business. We're back open for business. Don't view this as a bad thing. We're going to be coming at you with all types of great content. You don't know what's going to happen. Thank you so much. This quarantine has been so much fun. We hope we made it better for you.
Yeah, I hope we did too. And don't forget, we got 2 more Wepas. We got a Wepa tomorrow and a big Wepa Friday. We're going to get our last squeak of the week because James Debo, the squeak, going to be upset because he was finally starting to get a little fame, and now we're taking it away from him. Because that's what happens with squeaks, is they're just almost have it all, and then we just take it away from them, and we just give them a sippy cup, and we tell them to shut their little pipe up.
If there's 2 people that he can cry on shoulders, it's us, Yanni almost, and Chrissy pretty close.
It's what it is. Yeah, as a parting gift for Debo, I'm going to give him one of my daughter's sweatshirts, and he'll be fine. Yeah.
All right. Here comes your moment of pseudo penis, or since there's only 2 episodes left, hey Bert!
Wow, you don't care.
We're just trying to get Mike stuck in the mud. Mike got stuck in the mud with full mouth.
That's what it is.
Got to fast forward it.
Just an elephant rolling around in the mud.
Hit the theme song, Mikey.
Hit it. There's always a delay.
Wepa in the morning. Wepa in the morning.